Yo, there's people up there being like, Dragon Boy, kill that twink. Yeah, he did. Yo, there's still people out here thinking he isn't him. He was literally gonna retire and you had to touch smile. Oh, you sick bastards. He died with a smile on his face. Can we just take a moment to appreciate how much him X truly is? This man has not only warped reality to his will, Dragon Fraud got crumpled up as a piece of paper and tossed into the river. I've seen plenty of one-shot KOs. I've never seen such level of disrespect. And if anything, it confirms us not seeing how X beat Queen is actually for the best. No one wants to see our Queen get disrespected like that. But oh boy golly, did we want to see Dragon Fraud get that. Oh, that was satisfying after the bullshit he pulled off. You make sure you drop a like, share, support, subscribe if you're new around your Patrons, where we catch those full live reactions, want help from the channel. So, I knew it was coming. The episode was called The Last Smile. I saw it last week and I thought to myself, surely there's no way we survive that. So I set myself up for disappointment. I said, listen, he ain't gonna make it. But there was one thing, man. I was like, I wanted it, but at the same time I knew it was hurt. Like, if I saw my boy Smile have a smile on his death, it would hurt so much more, but but I wasn't ready, bro. See, when X gets up because he's going to throw up because he's drunk as hell, I thought to myself, actually, maybe there's hope, right? Like, maybe it's right outside his apartment. He might hear about this, right? Like, maybe he can save us. And Nice was the wild card because he had a bottle of fear. I'll admit, I thought he was going to stab Smile. And I was very proud when he didn't, I will admit. Because here's the thing with Nice. Nice objectively has done some of the shittiest and most fraudulent things in this show. But he's a character based on manipulation, right? Like, he has no free will. Like, it's no wonder the boy jumps. Especially after seeing that his involvement is the reason his childhood hero is dead, right? Like, I refuse to believe he was killed. Like, no, I'm almost positive Nice jumped because of everything that happened in his life. And I think it would tie up on the tragedy boat, right? But at the end of the day, him stabbing Dragon Fraud, even though that probably did worse, like, had he not stabbed anyone and just threw hands with Smile and helped him fight Dragon Boy, I'm sure Smile would be alive right now. Everything going on, like, I understand why his initial opinion was, I'll stab this piece of shit. The thing that sucks is that because his ability is whatever you give to him, he gives right back. So him throwing the fear right back onto Smile, as cool as Smile looked in his weird Ghost Rider form, like, you knew there was no coming out of that. And just the whole concept of all the heads of all these different companies, like, just being pieces of shit. Like, there's one that seemingly is chill, but even then I'm waiting for the shoe to drop. But, like, especially Rog, especially the Deuce, come on, like, they're just, it's the boys. It's all about manipulation, it's all about power. Like, the fact that there's a hero tournament, I think it's every 2 years, they don't want a hero to remain as X. You know what I mean? Like, the top dog. Like, they want one of two things. Either they create a god for their company, and if that company has created God, they're absolutely going to try to keep them at the top because they will make the most money, the most power. But all these different companies and all their heroes rising up, they, of course, want constant streams of tournaments to create their heroes to get to that spot. So the idea and concept of X, a random guy who showed up someday and manipulated time and space for his will, just because he was bored probably, yeah, they want him gone for obvious reasons. The thing is this is the funniest part. Had they done nothing, he was gonna quit. He said in the last episode, I'm getting tired of this heroing. And I've had so many people say, well, why was he even doing it to begin with? I'm pretty sure he was just bored. He's some salaryman who got bored one day. And that's what makes it hilarious. He just casually aura farmed his way to the top and just wanted to go back to his day job after he was done with it. He's like, yeah, the politics of this heroing business, I'm done. But you touched his boy. Do you think he's gonna retire? No. Rock, you dumb motherfucker. If you would have just let him be, he would have slept in on the next tournament and not showed up. But you had to touch his boy. And the worst part, too, is after seeing him crumple up Dragon Fraud. He's like, oh, ho, ho, I know what he's doing. He doesn't know when to quit. On one hand, I kind of respect the hustle. On the other hand, you dumb motherfucker. The thing is up until a few episodes ago, it's always been up for interpretation. Does X control the 3D in the show? Because the show airs basically in reverse order, the start of the series, like the end of episode 4 with the commoner and everything, that's like chronologically like the last point in time. Like that's the beginning of the show, like where season 2 will pick off of, right? So as we've reversed, there's been less and less 3D. And people have said, no, it can't be X. And then a couple episodes ago, he snapped and everything changed visually. And people were still arguing. There is no arguing. He controls the perception of reality in this world. And he snapped it to 3D. I was not ready for that bomb. Nor was I expecting, because I didn't know what the hell his power was. Some sort of reality manipulation, sure. But the concept that he can take him and crumple him into a piece of paper and toss him into the river. Keep in mind, too, the entire collective crowd was hyping up Dragon Boy until the Aura Farming King popped up. I looked at the rankings this morning. My king has now received the #1 spot again. And he hasn't even had his episode. We got the dog episode next week. I think it's a talking dog. I assume something similar to Big Johnny happened in order for a dog to have an ability. And then we end the season on the absolute king. Was good. The thing too, I hate Fraud Soul. Not the original Easel. The original Easel, I think, was probably a pretty genuine hero, all things considered. But the dude who replaced him and got his friend killed because he was a little pussy and decided not to sprint to save him because he froze up, you know? Even though I hate Fraud Soul there, he still had one of the strongest arcs in the show. I love how they wrote him. And similar to Nice, this is the thing. Nice is objectively one of the most tragic characters in the show. It's just, he never gave up. Like, it's like Ghostblade. Ghostblade has these, like, self-inflicted wounds of, like, the tragedy that fell upon him because he didn't quit sooner. And you can't even say, well, he couldn't because the masses. Ghostblade quit at the end of his arc, you know what I mean? So, like, it is possible. And similar to Nice, like, he needed to, early on, stop being manipulated. But, unfortunately, trauma be a bitch. Similar to Dragon Boy, trauma be a bitch, and had Rock put that kid in therapy rather than saying, oh, you're good with killing, maybe Dragon Pussy would have turned out better too. The whole damn show is just nothing but tragedies and well-written characters, and I don't even want to know what he did to Queen if that's what he does to Dragon Boy, bro. Let me know your thoughts down below. What did you think of the final smile? My heart aches, but you let me know your feelings. Leave a like to show your support. Subscribe if you're new around your Patreon. These, of course, who gets those full live reactions and other exclusives. Like, hey, I give video shoutouts to my patrons. So today we got White Link, N-Duck, Derek Nickel, Little Big Trouble, F Google, Andre, Darthwin Wright, Eric Barton, Irenis, and we also have Jeff. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care, and y'all have a good one.